sweet sounds. It's Miss Beckett here. I am the French teacher here at Carthage High School. If you haven't met me yet, you should come down sometime. And I'm here to speak with you about your piece that you're taking to contest entitled Hébé. Mrs. Krieger mentioned that you girls would like some help with the pronunciation and diction of this piece. And while I know absolutely nothing about music, I know you girls are excellent at music, and so you can handle that part of it. I can help you a teeny tiny part with the pronunciation, and then I know you guys are you're gonna win, obviously. Duh. So we've got a winning combination here. Let's just get started. What I would like to do is just go through the pronunciation one line or verse at a time. Is it a line or a verse? I'm not sure. We'll go one line at a time, how it's written out here on the lyrics sheet. And I'll give you time to pronounce it after me in between. This video will be available for you if you would like to view it again anytime as you're preparing for your contest. Just simply search Rachel Beckett French, and then I'll put the title of this video will be Hébé. And there's several videos on there if you're interested in watching videos from my class to learn even more about French. It's always available to you. And if we come across some certain sounds in here that I think you might need a little extra practice with, I'll try to give you some tips, some hints, some little cheats, some hacks that you can use to pronounce your French and sound like you have spoken French your entire lives. All right, so our very first line, we're just going to jump in about the eyes being lowered. Goes les yeux baissés, rougissants et candides. Les yeux baissés, rougissants et candides. Now, you probably noticed that this had the French R in it. The French R is, if you haven't taken French yet, you might be a little intimidated by it, but don't be. It's really not hard at all. It's quite different, though, from the English R in the front of your mouth and the Spanish R that's rolled at the front of the mouth. Well, the French R is rolled, but it's rolled in the back of your throat. And it's located in the place in your throat you would pronounce G, like gorilla, garage. So what you do is go home, look at yourself in the bathroom mirror, and practice saying g, 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 r. And you can feel your tongue touching your throat in the same place. And if you even spit a little bit on the mirror, then you know you're doing it perfectly. Everyone learning to speak French spits at first when they're making the R, and then before you know it, you'll be saying the R all the time, and it's going to sound beautiful. So again, that first line is les yeux baissés, rougissants et candides. All right. The second line, vers leur banquet, quand Hébé s'avançait. Vers leur banquet, quand Hébé s'avançait. Another little thing you may notice about French is we typically do not pronounce the last letter of a word. And a little life hack for you when you're pronouncing French is to remember to be careful. The consonants in careful, C, R, F, and L, are the only consonants you can ever pronounce at the end of a word in French. So you notice the S in ver, don't pronounce it because we're careful. The T in banquet and in s'avancer. Totally silent because you're careful. If you remember to always be careful, you will get your pronunciation down. All right, line number 3. Les dieux charmés tendaient leur coupe vide. Les dieux charmés tendaient leur coupe vide. Line number 4. Et de nectar, l'enfant la remplissait. Et de nectar, l'enfant la remplissait. Oh, notice in the word nectar, it ends in an R. You're careful. Very clever. Line number 5. Nous tous aussi qu'on passe la jeunesse. Nous tous aussi qu'on passe la jeunesse. It has a lot of sounds in it. And I know I just said not to pronounce the last consonant, but there is an exception here when you have a word after a word. Okay, so the first word ends in a consonant that is normally silent, which is any consonant other than C, R, F, or L. But the second word starts with any vowel. You're going to make what we call a liaison in between those words, where you're going to overpronounce the silent consonant. So, nous tous aussi. So between the tout and the aussi, it becomes the liaison of tous aussi. So again, that whole line is nous tous aussi qu'on passe la jeunesse. And line number 6, nous lui tendons notre coupe à l'envie. Nous lui tendons notre coupe à l'envie. Right, onto the second column at the top. Quel est le vin qui verse la déesse? Quel est le vin qui verse la déesse? Notice that the L at the end of quel, careful, you're saying it. And another little quick tip for you girls is anytime you have in French IN, it's pronounced un, so vin. I saw it somewhere else in here, divin at the end, that rhymes. So don't pronounce it as in or in, it's un. All right, on to second line of the second column. Nous l'ignorons. Il énivre et ravi. Nous l'ignorons. Il énivre et ravi. That's very fancy language, by the way. All right, on to the third line of, of the second column. Ayant souri dans sa grâce immortelle, ayant souri dans sa grâce immortelle. And the fourth line, Hébé s'éloigne, on la rappelle en vain. Hébé s'éloigne, on la rappelle en vain. Couple little things to note here. The H at the start of a word is always going to be silent. So just like in the name here, Hébé, it's as if that H isn't even there. It's just there to look good, I guess, because we're just pronouncing it Hébé. And the second thing to note is that this vin and the vin from the top line up here, you will notice those are homonyms. They sound exactly the same. Vin meaning wine and vin meaning vain, like as in vain. He did something in vain. That's weird that they're homonyms, but it makes sense that they've got the same sounds in here. All right, our next to last line here. Longtemps encore sur la route éternelle. longtemps encore sur la route éternelle. And I just thought of something because I heard myself say that. Sometimes if you can't quite get the French R down, you can fake it a little, um, making it sort of in the middle of your mouth. Just practice with it. And, if you get to contest and you're saying the French R perfectly, I think you're going to impress those judges. They're going to be like, oh, those girls, they all speak French at their age? That's crazy. And our very last line here. Notre œil en pleurs suit les chansons divines. Notre œil en pleurs suit les chansons divines. And typically when you're pronouncing notre œil, the words by themselves would be notre œil, but we do make we kind of run them together. It's a type of a liaison, so it becomes notre œil, like one word. And I know that OE ligature that you see here in the word œil, that's an unusual letter. You don't see it very often in modern English. It's mainly in older English forms. We have an OE ligature and an AE ligature. In French, we have the OE ligature, and it just makes an sound. Notre œil. Notre œil en pleurs suit les chansons divines. All right, ladies, I'm not going to wish you good luck. I'm going to say break a leg at your contest. If you have any questions about pronouncing this or any other song anytime, stop by my room, B102, and we'll see you later.